てるかな、わからない。やりましょう。
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven.
ゲームの内容もだけど、マイクのテストなんてね、どこまでやるかわからないし、まあそもそもが全く全然触ったことがない。動くかなと思って30分ぐらいやったことがある程度のゲームなんで、中身もわかりません。プレステ3のね、ハードディスクを SSD に変えた後に、本体インストール結構量が多くて、かつまあ触ったことなくて動くかなと思うゲームがこれだったんで、動作確認で動かしただけっていうね。マイクこれ音量大丈夫かな、書いておこう。人が来るとは思わないけど。
The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail.
グレイウォーデンってなんだ。
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. Seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
キャラクターの作成。なんかランダムとかあるのかこれ。ないのか。最も数が多く最も複雑に分裂している。戦士、ローグ、魔導士。戦士、ローグ、魔導士。変わんないじゃん。精神と魔力が高い。まあやっぱり魔法使い向きってことかな。筋力1、器用さ1、丈夫さ2、敵の魔法に抵抗する確率 10%。まあ人間でいいや。筋力4、器用さ3、丈夫さ3。5、4、1。狡猾さって何の意味があるんだろう。器用さ4、精神力2、狡猾さ4。まあ、とりあえず戦士にしようか。多分これが一番基本になるだろうしね。あ、貴族しか選べない。 メジャイ。メジャイソーサラー。ローグ。何そういうこと？貴族しか選べないんだね。まあいいや。王家に次いで2番目に豊かで力のある一族に生まれた。南方での戦争に出向く中、外交と戦いの両方における日頃の鍛錬の成果が、今まさに問われようとしている。まあこれでいいや。エリッサ。エリッサでいいよ。
Greetings.
クイックプレイってなんだ？ランダムはプリセット。ハゲじゃん。なるほど。年取ることも可能ってことか。結構重いね。一個一個変えるのに結構な時間がかかる。まあ、プレステ3だからかな。顔はこれでいいや。髪型。これは戦士というよりなんか、メイド長って感じだけど。あ、すげえ戦士っぽい。戦士っぽいっていうかなんか、エターナルレイドとか使ってきそうな感じ。ああ、これでいいんじゃねえか。これはこれで、なんか証券とか、剣とか使えそう。これにしよう。髪の色。白でいいや。白っていうか、まあ白じゃないけど。そんなに種類がないんだな。まあ普通にこれでいいんじゃないの。眉の色も髪の毛と一緒の色にすると、これかな？次目。これかな？大きさとか別にまあその辺はいいや。パッと見変じゃなきゃこれでいい。鼻の形。日本人っぽい花。例えばこれでちっちゃくしたらどう？日本人っぽくはないな。へこみすぎかい？いじくればいじくるほど変な顔になっていく。口は血はなんかいじると結構変な風になるよね。頬の広さ。標準はこれが標準なんだ。なんか食ってるみたいに見える。頬の張り。 耳の大きさったって耳なんか見えないよ。ストレート。これでいいや。
I've lost concentration. Greetings. Greetings. Charmed. Greetings.
暴力的なのかなこれ。暴力的なのかわからない。
My spell. Charmed. Greetings. Greetings. Well, that didn't work.
でいいや。これで次へかな。物理的な強さのベース。命中にも関わってくるなら、これ、ガン上げじゃないか。なんか体のバランスおかしいね。まあいいけど。高い器用さが命中率と回避率。精神力はマナか。マナは戦士多分関係ないでしょ、これ。魔力は、これもいらないね。うん。ああ、そういうことか。筋力に4と丈夫さに1ぐらいの感じかな。話術。生存術。戦闘訓練、戦闘訓練。作戦。話術でいいんじゃない？戦士。二刀流ね。いや、別に盾をとか装備してもいいから、そこは、そんなに大事でもない。っていうかもう盾のあれ持ってんじゃん。じゃあ、ないね。じゃあ戦闘、鍛錬と、どうしよっかな。シールドブロック。ノーマルで。オン・オブ・コールド。術者の手から円錐状の霊気。
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, though we both had less gray in our hair then. And we fought all legions, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. How? You remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
家族もここに？
Oh no, I left them in Amaranthine, well away from the fighting in the south. They do send their best wishes. My son Thomas asked after you. Perhaps I should bring him with me next time.
トーマスはいくつか年下だ。
As you get older, those years make less difference. A lesson often hard won.
I doubt she'll be a receptive hound. My fierce girl has her own mind these days. Make her bless her heart.
No doubt because you've trained her as a warrior. How unique.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
何すりゃいいかな？
Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away. Yes. There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
どんな呼び方だよ。
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
ずっと昔にダークスポーンを倒した。
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
してもよいかな？
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
そのために残れと？
Yes, you do. Duncan is an honored guest, and it's your duty to make him welcome here. Is that clear? In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
つまりこれはもう騎士の仕事ではないな。まあ、ある意味騎士かもしんないけど。貴族だな、どっちかっつうと。ちょっと話したい。
You'll have plenty of time after we're gone. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
なんで薬飲んだ？
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked?
ファーガスはどこに？
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew.
本当に全軍を南に送るのか？
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here, in case. Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These Darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst. I'm scared myself, but we are Couslands, and we do what must be done. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well. and the
だっ
maker
たら
will
ダン
watch
カン連
over
れてった
us.
方がいいんじゃないのか。
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my darling daughter. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlin name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear girl. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone. I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
Yes? We fought together under King Maric when he drove the Orlesians out of Ferelden. Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand. It will be good to ride beside your father again.
マリク
Your
王。
father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Kalen isn't half that.
ケイランはなんだ、子供か？
I think of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. You speak of our king.
The girl did ask, your lordship. As per the latitude you allow. I merely offered my opinion. The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations. I'm sure that was years ago. People change. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
そのうちわかるだろ
I'm sure there will be much to discuss once I return. Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about. I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
Good evening, my lady.
う。上に行くんだろ？こっちかな？上？え？この建物の上？どこに階段があるの？どっから上上がるんよ。ここじゃないのか、そもそも。違う家か。矢印の方向か
Your
な。
mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
ギルモア。
Pardon my abruptness, my lady. It's simply that I've been looking everywhere for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
料理人になる前は
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
誰かを傷つけるようなことは
I'm
し
not
ない。
willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
まずは兄上と話をしないと。
Your mother was quite specific. Unless the castle is under attack, you get that dog before doing anything else. Her words, not mine. Before we go, my lady, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
随分興奮してるみたいだな。
Awed more like. The reputation of the Grey Wardens as mythical warriors is unsurpassed.
まあ、
Then,
上でいっか。
is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
そんなこと言ってたっけ？
Maybe. Have mercy. Is he asking after me or not?
噂話を
As
し
you
ている
wish.
時間はない。
Although it's gonna drive me mad until I find out. Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
と、こっちか？この中？犬の声がする。
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
邪魔してすまない。
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
中入りゃいいのかな？
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
「何か伝えたいことでもあるのか？
It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
犬の名前を入力してください。犬はないでしょ、犬は。じゃあまあ、いつもやるあれにしますか。なんでペットの名前いつもこれなんだろう。政宗。
Make an interesting pet.
どうやって攻撃するんだこれ。
Serves you right.
シールドバッシュしかできないのか？
Good work. Get on them! Attack! Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
確かにそのようだ。
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
撫でる。これはなんだ？もらえるのかな？ヘルフルート。何これ？そんぐらいか？木箱があるね。エルフルート。まただよ。何これ？ブラッドドラゴンプレート。エルフルート。詳細。カナバリスの一般的な名称。交易品か。回復薬に使用されるとは書いてあるけど、 自分で何か調合するとかそういうわけではないのかな。
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt. Look at him now. Snuck into my larder once again and makes off like a free thief, he does.
Oh, mistress, there are rats in the larder. Big ones.
Oh, looks like the dog killed them.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
結局こいつは犬が好きなのか嫌いなのか。
The Terran and the Arl are supposed to leave before dawn. It'll be a long night.
じゃあ、家に戻って兄さんを呼びに行けばいいのかな。
Good evening, my lady.
こっちか。
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
不良庫に巨大ネズミがいたん
Ah,
だ。
marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon. You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son,
Poor case.
Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
And she says that after seeing you whacking stuffed men in the courtyard, sweating like a mule.
Your daughter's prowess with the blade is most impressive.
I was quite the battle maiden myself in my day. But I think it was the softer arts that helped me land a husband.
もう行ってもいいですか。
Of course, darling. You must have many things to do before Fergus and your father leave.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
どうして一緒に行ってはいけないんですか。
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off, but we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you? It's in the Maker's hands now, and we must cope as best we can.
グレイボーデンがこの城に。
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
父上が許してくれない。
Nor I. And I do realize you didn't answer my question. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
コルバスは
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
なんだか悪い予感がします。
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours. For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
お望み通りに。
Good. I was worried you might be nervous about running the castle alone. I needn't have been concerned.
どこって言っ
If
たっ
he's
け？
not out with his men, probably
上
upstairs
の
with
階だね。
Oriana. I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you?
どうして急に？
You've grown up so fast. And now Bryce is leaving you in charge of the castle. I suppose there's no point in dwelling on it. Go do what you must, then. I will see you soon.
なんだろう、死亡フラグがもう立ちすぎてんのかな。こっち？ここ？
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
アーガスを傷つけられるダークスポーンなんていない。
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
伝言は後でいいか。
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
何この人。どういう性癖なの？
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
In Antiva, a woman fighting in battle would be unthinkable.
Is that so? I always heard Antivan women were quite dangerous.
With kindness and poison only, my husband.
This from the woman who serves me my tea.
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
人員募集。
Oh, if I were a Grey Warden, little sister, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it. Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
I keep telling you, no darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
It's
true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Getting sent to bed early, are we? A warm bed doesn't sound so bad now, come to think of it. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back. Now I wish I was staying. It's damn cold in the south this time of year.
Mama says you're going to be watching over us while Papa is gone. Is that true, Auntie?
おばさんって呼ばないでほしいな。
But you're my auntie! What else could I call you, silly?
Your aunt no doubt thinks it makes her sound too old, Oren.
But she is old. But not as old as you, Mama.
This is your influence, Fergus.
What? I didn't say anything.
Are you going to teach me to use a sword, Auntie? Then I can fight evil too. Take that, dire bunny! All darkspawn, fear my sword of truthiness.
もちろんさ、行こう。
Fergus, there are times your family causes me great pain.
Now, mind your mother, Oren.
I never get to do anything.
Don't worry, son. You'll get to see a sword up close real soon, I promise.
This is going to be boring. I don't want to stay in the castle all the time.
If you should need any assistance in the coming days, I would be glad to offer.
You should be on your way, pup. Long day ahead tomorrow. Ah, I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you? If a blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero. I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a sensible woman. That much is clear.
向かいで寝るのかな。巨大な雲を呼び寄せパーティーに加勢させます。あ、もう寝たのね。寝てないじゃん。
Help me! The castle is under attack!
どういう状況？
I sense something drawing near. On it. Come!
Don't bleed for this.
アウ家の兵士。なるほどね。道理で心配はいらないって言ったのね。
Time for some fun! Is that all you've got? As you wish.
なんかあるな、これ。
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt? They never got through the door, thanks to you. Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are How's men. Why would they attack us?
見つけて問いただすか。
If How is behind this, I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed. We must find him.
まあでも武器が使えるかどうかだな。
I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
レベルアップ、セレクトプラス、セレクトでレベルアップかな。犬のレベルアップってこと？装備はどれだ？これか。いや、ちょっと待って。今装備してんのはこれでしょ？ 14。ショートボウは 5。ロングボウの方が遠くから撃てそう。筋力が38いる。犬は何にも装備できないね。できないっぽいね。装備してる、装備してる。今持ってんのはこれかな。攻撃が7。利き手用。両手持ちだよな、これやっぱり。まあ、長剣でいいでしょう。武器変えなくていいか。スタンしてる、スタンしてる。倒したね。母上はどんぐらい無視していいのかな、あれ。おかっといてもなんとかしてくれるぐらいなのかな。
Dear Landrum, I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
ランドラってなんか遊びに来てる婦人だっけ？宝箱開けれない。開けれない宝箱が多すぎる。
No! My little Oren! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Who
is not even taking hostages? He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
あとは兄貴と父親だけか。残ってるのは。
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
どうすれば城から出られるか。
The servants' passage leads out from the larder, but we must find your father first.
食料庫から外か。
That's where your father must be.
他に何かできることは？
I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Kuslan sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path. If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servant's entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
二度も言わなくていいわない。
Then survive and visit vengeance upon him.
宝物庫に行くんだよな。騎士の死体。お、盾だ。これか。小さな盾より強いんじゃないか。何にも変わらないこれ。何にも変わらないね。見た目だけだな。まあこっちにしよう。特に意味はないけど。
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
不良風に吹かれるな。
Yes, my lady. Here they come!
ロボットはどっちだ。
Come now, defend yourself. How capable? Let's get started.
シールドバック効いてないのかなこれ。またスタンしてるよ。これか宝物庫。宝物庫じゃねえ。食料庫だ。間違えちゃった。すぐ間違えて回復飲んじゃう。外にいるやつもなんかあるね。リリウムポーションってなんだろう。何のポーションだ。鉄の指輪。先に剣を取りたいんだけど。犬こっち来てくんないか。動けない。よし、こっち来いこっち来いこっち来い。レベルアップ。どれ？どれってレベルアップすんの？これか。レベルアップ3、1、2、あと丈夫さ3の、二刀流はいらない。シールドアタック。 プで、これは筋力でいいでしょう。これかな。これは何も覚えられないのかな。ぽいね。スキルが足りない。どこに剣があるんだよ。ここ食料庫じゃない？地図はどうやって見るんだ？瓦礫。どいつだ？こいつか。動けない動けない。回復薬がちょっと増えてきたけど、もうちょっと欲しいね。
You will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
本の山。これ死んでる人は誰？何今の氷の岩？なんかそういう攻撃アイテムかなんか？違う。どれだ？セット切り替え。メイスと小さな盾。いや、意味あるか？遠くから攻撃してもらった方がいいよね。いらないいらない。近づかれた時に持ってないと危ないとかあるんかな。普通に片手剣の片手盾の方が強い。違う。地図が見たい。ここだ。ここを下にこっちか降りていって奥だな。
Done and done. We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
Finished.
何かあるかな。斧のショート。違うもっといい武器があるんじゃないのか。こいつか。で装備を今のやつに変えればいいかな。強いのかな。一族の剣。強いね。と、あとなんだっけ。ハイエバーの盾。 筋力20はちょうどあるね。疲労度ってなんだ？疲労しやすくなるとかそういうこと？スケールアーマー。鉄の指輪はそんなにないのかな？一応装備するけど。イリウムポーションは魔導士か。氷の岩。やっぱこれなんか合成とかなんかで使うっぽいね。もう全部取ったでしょ。取ったね。行こう。何？
Let's get started. Show me what you've got. You had it.
またスタンスしてるよ。逃がさ。OK。もう多分これ下は何もないよね。何もないね。よし、じゃあ突入しますか。ここの中でしょ。あ、なんかいる。瓦礫回復薬。
Keep your wits about.
入るな。痛い痛い、動けない動けない。ててて、まだ動けないよ。全部倒した。
Go, man the gates. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Howe's men had gotten through.
シウを見たか。
He was looking for you two. He told us to hold the hall as long as possible. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Howe's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
冷房電話。
I've no idea. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
Perhaps he was sent to kill Bryce? Oh dear. Have you seen him?
When I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
回復薬欲しいな。
Did you not hear, Sir Gilmore? We must get to the larder quickly.
つまり食料庫はどっちだっけ？こっちではないかな。
I sense something drawing near. This should be easy enough.
誰がやられた？食料庫はもう一個上か。
We must get out. They're
We must
slaughtering
get out!
everyone.
They're slaughtering everyone!
もう何もないね。あ、ある。なんかある。地底だけ？ まっすぐ行って右のこっち。これ体力ゲージがよくわかんない。減ってるのか減ってないのかよくわかんない。あ、これ母親だった。処刑人の兜、新しい兜。違う違う、人じゃないよ。新しい兜は、あ、そもそも兜持ってないのか。スタミナプラス25。うわー、怖っ。何もない。
There, you both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
なぜハウはこんなことを。
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
それなら引きずっていくまでだ。
Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, Bub.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes! Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
The king will see justice done. The Grey Wardens, however, must face the Darkspawn above all else.
He is right, Bub.
I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us. We will inform the king, and he will punish Hal. I'm sorry, but a Grey Warden's duties take precedence even over vengeance.
Hal thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Make him wrong, Bub. See that justice is done. Our family always does our duty first. The Darkspawn must be defeated. You must go. For your own sake and for Ferelden's.
分かった。
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Hal's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you. My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. You know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
これで味方が全くいなくなった感じ。
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
重要な知らせを持ってきた。
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him. Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Kusland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
今すぐできること。まあ、今すぐはできないだろうな。優先順位が違うから。
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
危険が迫ってるかもしれない。
We are all in danger, my friend. Nothing can be done until your brother returns, and that will not be until the battle is over. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
ハウが報いを受けるなら満足だ。
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
そんなに順調に進んでるとは知らなかった。
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god? But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
こいつが直属の王っていうこ
What
と
the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
あまり真剣に受け取ってない。
True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
何をしてもらいたいかって言ったら、全兵力でどうたらこうたらってこと
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
何の儀式
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
何をすればいい
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
何をしててもいいって言われてもなというわけでちょっと一旦終わろうかな。マイクの感じがどんな感じかもチェックしないとダメだしね。ちょっと適当に思いついて始めただけだけど、これ素でめちゃめちゃ面白い気がしてきた。もしかすると続けるかもしれない。面白いなこれ。今のところね。ちょっとゲームをセーブ。スタガー。長いな、セーブ。終わった。では、一回ゲームを終了しますと。いやー、面白いね、本当に。突発かもしくはなんかで続けるかもしんない。まあ一応、音声テストなだけだったから、触りだけで終わるかもしんないけど、全然関係ないところで普通にやり続けてるかもしれないね。じゃあちょっと一旦確認をします。お疲れ様でした。